Hello everyone, and welcome back to No Place Like Home. I am so sorry that I'm starting late today. I ended up working at the ranch yesterday, and so I am very, very tired. Yeah, there's nothing to exhaust you like herding cattle on foot. So, yeah, I'm just quite tired today. Okay. Wait, that's the wrong save file. Main menu. Oops. It's that one. It's the chicken. There we go. Okay. So I have all this stuff. Sweet food, salad, and whatnot. This stuff can probably... I think I have a chest outside for this. If I organized it the same way that I did on my other one, which I should have because that's what I do. Aha! Is. Okay, lots and lots of seeds. Hello, pet. Okay, we're gonna skip that for now. Okay, we officially have too much of that. Those down. Pumpkins, I guess I'll just go there. Bell peppers. I'm out of space. Let's go build another one. Yeah. There we go. Oh, why does it always do that? Just gonna take all this and put that in there. Let's just put it over there. Okay, and now just put it all in this chest because I'm gonna end up with way too many. Okay, that works. Then we hit the recycling. Okay, we got that. Move the garbage. Oh, I still have some of that in my inventory. Oops. Okay, that's a quest item. Sorry, so darn sleepy. Okay, there we go. Hello, my llama friends. Okay, there we go. A little iBots. What about you? Are you useful right now? Actually, I don't want to talk to you. I'll just use your little thing. Okay, I don't believe we have ducks yet. Or cows, or oranges, apparently. Ooh. Upgrade. Unless I was saving this carrots for something. I don't know. Ooh. That might be nice. Do I have the ability to make jam? That is an excellent question. Okay. Ooh, I can make jam. I don't have any of the makers yet, but that's okay. Farming. I could make 3. We are going to have an abundance of fruit, so believe me, it'll be fine. Okay, I put them there last time, but I'm thinking that... No, that'll be a fine spot. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Okay, there we go. And just like that, we have dealt with our abundance. Okay, so now that that's making jam, I'll move that over there. Okay. Cool, we're on our way. I could harvest everything. That just sounds like pain. Also, why do I have an outrageous amount of strawberries? I have absolutely no idea. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Got that. Hello, iBots. Okay. Do I have potatoes? I do. Because I kind of want to move these. Because I found that, like, a nice big place, especially because with as many animals as we have, there's going to be a lot. I liked putting them in here. I could befriend all these chickens right now. Let me... What do I need for the upgrade? Because I'm pretty sure those are all just the first level. Okay, animals. Or are they the second? Have they been upgraded? They have been upgraded. Okay, so... Okay, let's see. Okay, see, that's the problem. And then the chickens will just, like, wander around. And I'm like, ah. So, because I think I have to re-befriend them. Which just makes makes me nervous. Okay, this one. Okay, go right there. And it's just to give them more space. Because like I said, with the amount of chickens that are actually in this game that you can befriend, this is a little ridiculous. Okay, so my little ladies are just over here. Okay. Does anybody else need befriended? Oh, you do. Anybody else? Hello. Okay, so they're over there now. Oh, except for the fact that they ended up... Okay, well... That's fun. Okay, well... How's it going, Alex? I feel like it's been so long since I've seen anybody. Just like, hello. Like I said, I am so sorry for starting this late. I was at the ranch yesterday and I'm just so tired. I didn't even think that I'd just be like so wiped out, but yeah, like totally am. Oh, is that right? Hey, I said hi. I went and found her in her swimsuit. I feel like that deserves extra points. So, yeah, no, I think I did due diligence. It's not my fault that Mark showed up on my doorstep. That is not my fault. I asked for Mark and I received Mark. Okay, so now that all that is settled, now I have to go befriend all of these chickens. It's a lot of chickens. Okie dokie, come on. I offer gifts of potatoes. You know what's really funny? So my coworker Sue, she brought in baked potatoes, or she brought in potatoes and then we made baked potatoes. And it was just like, we had this little potluck and it was like, oh, it's so nice. I'm like, you know, I can't judge these chickens because they were lured into friendship with potatoes. Like, I cannot judge the chickens. They have good taste. I'm not too bad, not too bad. Like I said, I'm tired. Because yesterday it was ridiculous. We ended up having to go... So, okay, for the full story. We're sitting there, we're enjoying life, we're eating breakfast. It's a great time. No issues. Well, Hubs all of a sudden goes, oh crap! And I'm like, what? What's happening? And he goes, I forgot I told Dad, or no, he's like, I forgot that Dad told me that he's moving cattle this weekend. I was like, what? I was like, how do you forget something like that? He's like, I don't know. I just forgot. I was like, well, gosh dang it. And so we had to get ready. And we got to the ranch, and my father-in-law is just like, oh, hey, yeah, we're gonna be moving the cattle. I'm like, oh. But he was still in the process of, like, herding them. So we ended up having to go out there, and at one point, we're just walking around and whatnot. And, so we get him through one part of the ranch, and we get him through the fence, which was a pain, because they're like, oh, it's like a tight squeeze over here. They didn't want to go. But then we're like, okay, fine. So we get him through, and this one Mousie, she takes off. And Mousie is like so we have black Angus cows. and Mousy is like a very pale brown color. So my father-in-law doesn't like them in the herd anyway, but she decides, I'm gonna take off up that hill. And I'm like, babe, like she's running, and he's like, oh no, it's fine, she'll be back. I'm just sitting there watching her. I'm like, no, she is going perpendicular to the other cows. She is running. And he was like, oh, well, he's like, well, I guess you can get on foot if you want. So I hop out of the Jeep. I hike my sorry self all the way up the hill, cut her off, force her back. And I'm just like, really? And then she looks at me like, I'm like, you run at me, we're gonna have problems. I'm just like, go away. I'm like, rejoin the herd. So, but walking at the ranch really hurts my hips because all the terrain is very, 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 very uneven. So it's a big pain in the butt. And so like my hips freaking hurt. I'm just like, ugh. Like I'm dying. Is no bueno. Okay, we have the jelly. I can go get that upgrade. If I have the money. I hope I have the money. Yeah, it's just, cows are a pain. I just wanted the shop. Like, anytime people are like, oh, cows are so cute. I'm like, no, they're not. They're evil. Cows are the spawn of Satan. Like, dairy cows can be kind of cute, but man. Like, when you have, like, just plain, like, eating cattle, it's just like, ugh. I'm like, come on. But I lived, the cows lived. Except I was running. So my job was pretty much to like flank the cows, make sure they stay together. My father-in-law was kind of leading them. He was at the front with like a little off-road vehicle. Hubs was in the back with his Jeep. And so we were a team. We were doing some teamwork. And yeah, so I ended up just like chasing after the cows. And I'm like, okay, they're on, you know, vehicles and whatnot. I was like, I'm on foot. This is hard to keep up with. But overall, it was good. Nobody ended up getting hurt. But, oh yeah, as I was running, like, so me running in this deep sand, I look down and there's a piece of barbed wire just like hanging out. I was like, oh crap. So I had to like jump and like kind of swing my knee out and weirdly, like, I looked so stupid, jump over the barbed wire. I was like, ah, I was like, I'm gonna die. But it was fine. Honestly, running through a cornfield is a lot scarier. Ooh, sprinkler. Ah, but I need glass for the next one. Yeah, running through a cornfield is the most random, scary thing you will ever do. Because if you fall, there's the chance of being impaled on a corn stalk. And it's just kind of like horrifying because you're like, oh, I could totally die in this field because I tripped. Which, I mean, you don't necessarily think about when you're chasing after cows, but yeah, it's a bit interesting. Yes. Yes, Rancher Rosie. Its cows are just a pain. But yeah, it's funny. So we're watching, before I got out of the Jeep, I'm sitting there watching the cows from the back of the herd, and I'm like, it's funny watching them like go up and down, like just the way they move is pretty hilarious. But I'm like watching, I'm like, oh, look at that, and then you just see one with like these giant horns. I'm like, whoa. Ours, so my father-in-law has bred the cows so where they're polled, which means they don't have horns. But every now and then you end up with the quirk of genetics, and yeah, you end up with a cow that has like really big horns. I'm like, that, I feel like we need to get rid of that one. And then trying to get the cows to, so we had to separate out, our whole purpose was to separate out some steers and heifers and go sell. But to get them separated was an absolute pain, and the moms sit there and they stare at you, and you're like, okay, is today the day I'm trampled by a cow? Is today the day? It's just always fun. But yeah, so every time people are like, oh my gosh, cows are so cute, I'm like, oh. Cows are crazy. And it was so sad because Mia was training to be a ranch dog. She's not any good at it. She's afraid of the cows now. But she was training, and so now when she sees me in, I call it my Farmer Ted outfit, and I'm not kidding. It is like a set of overalls. So starting from the bottom, it is a pair of regular socks, and then I put my leggings on because it's freaking cold. Out at the ranch, if in town, it's like, it was I think 27 degrees, and then we go out to the ranch, and it's like, the wind chill is in the negatives of like, ah! So it's cold, so I'm wearing my leggings, and then I put another pair of like thick socks over my other socks, and tuck them in with the leggings, and then it's an undershirt, a t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, and then, you know, buckle up the overalls, and then a jacket on top of that. So yeah, I was dressed to impress when I'm on the ranch, but when Mimi sees me in that outfit, she's just like, oh, ranch time, go get cows. I'm like, no, Mimi. I'm like, Mimi, you, I'm like, honey darling, you're stupid. You can't be trusted with the cows anymore. Like, she can't be trusted with really anything anymore. I love her to pieces, but it's, not much brain going on there. Okay, we're making friends with all the chickens. Okay, and that's cleared, Oh yeah, we're going up the hill. But yeah, Mimi's special. Her whole problem is she is overly aggressive, and while it works sometimes with the cows, I am just very concerned that she is going to end up, oh, would you look at that? I got nothing done. But when she's aggressive, especially like with the calves, it's a concern. And then if she gets aggressive with the calves, then the moms try to kill her. And I'm not about to lose my dog for stupid reasons. Because she's, even though she was training to be a ranch dog, she's a house dog. She is a town pup. She's a pain in the butt, but... I think I posted a picture of the cattle. And it was so funny. We were trying to get the numbers, and they kept dipping their heads down. So Hubs was on one side of the pin, I was on the other side of the pin. And we would be like kicking the metal walls, and we're like, hello, lift your heads. We're like, come on, let me see your ears. Because they have the ear tags. Yeah, I never expected to get into raising cattle. That was never part of my plan. I just happened to marry into a ranching family. I'm like, oh goodness. Like, this was not part of my plan. I like it though, it's interesting. Although there's nothing like having people ask you, what is the difference between a heifer and a steer? Or a steer and a bull. I'm like, well, I happen to have those answers. Okay, I think I just want to go out and explore. Boop. The chicken should be fine over there. Yes. Yes, you are one of the ones that is asked. It's okay. And then there's nothing like having to ask your father-in-law, so those ones that we had to leave as bowls, are they still bowls? Like, I just did, yeah, a quick question about that. Because last time when we were doing branding and banding, there were several that, we couldn't manage to band, and so I was like, do we still have some bowls? And he's like, no, I got them all. I was like, okay, everyone gets changed in the notebook. Because we have to write down numbers and like what they are, and I'm like, okay, change of plans. I am not a huge jelly person. Like, I have my favorites, and that's kind of just, like, where I stay. I really... My all-time absolute favorite is seedless blackberry. Yeah, seedless blackberry is my absolute favorite. If I'm feeling, like, super nostalgic, I like, grape. Like, the classic Concord grape. House for the piggies. House for the piggies. Should I put it up here? Should I put it like... no, it'll be fine. Piggy house. I know your dad's one of them. Who's the other one? And honestly, you can't... There's only one way to enjoy blackberry preserves or jelly. It's, oh, ha ha ha, like that. Like, honestly, who likes it with the seeds? The seeds are so crunchy. But yes, no, blackberry is my absolute favorite. I've tried, like, a bunch of other ones, but there's just something, like, I don't know, like, hearty? I don't know, and the blackberry preserves are probably the best. Oh, they want honey. I thought it was carrots. Oh, it's fine. But yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I would eat dinner, and if there were biscuits, I would always save my biscuit, and at the end of the meal, I would use it for dessert, and I would put blackberry preserves on my biscuit. It was so good. It's good stuff. Oh, that sounds really good on, like, pancakes. Oh, I want pancakes now. Okay, so, another thing. After the ranch, like, when we had gone to the ranch, I had breakfast, but all I had was a bowl of Rice Chex. And if you've ever had Rice Chex, you know that's like, it's temporary food. It fills you up for maybe, like, an hour, and then you're like, oh, I'm starving. So, I was hungry, like, very hungry. I was like, okay, like, my stomach's gonna hurt really bad. And so we get out there, and I'm like, okay, like, it's gonna be a while before we can eat and everything. And then Hubs decides, he's like, I have a craving for something, but I can't figure out, like, what it is. And he's sitting there thinking, and he goes, oh my gosh, you know what it is? I was like, what? And he goes, it's chicken fried chicken from, he said Texas Roadhouse. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, actually, the one that's, like, really good is the one from Cracker Barrel. And he's like, oh my gosh, that's what it is. He goes, oh, I'm craving it so bad. And I was like, do I have to make you chicken fried chicken? And he's like, can you? So me and my farmer Ted get up. We had to go to the store and get chicken because we have chicken, but it just wasn't thawed. And so, yeah, he drags me to the store in my farmer Ted outfit. And we go and buy chicken and a couple other things. And I literally come home after working at the ranch, and I whip up mashed potatoes, chicken fried chicken, white gravy, and buttered corn. And rolls. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, you pain in the butt. Like, why couldn't you want something simple that we could have just picked up? But normally, so after branding and banding sessions, when we're all, you know, angry at cattle, my father-in-law will take us to get steak. And it is a tradition. We get steak dinner. But since it was a just a collection day, we ended up just going home and making dinner. Okay, Disnerd. But you are also on a diet right now, so I just put all of my calories for the day into one meal. And my kitchen is an absolute disgrace right now because I was frying it in a shallow pan and I got oil everywhere. Like, my poor stove is just an absolute mess. That's part of my chores today, is I need to clean the stove. And then Hubs was like, or maybe you just like don't clean it today, and then you just make more. I'm like, really? Like, you want it twice in a row? And he's like, it was really good. I'm like, gosh dang it. I still need to work on my breading. I think I might need to bread it 3 times instead of just 2, because it came out very, very thin breading. It was good, but very thin. Okay, yes, but still, just because you've been good lately doesn't mean you can blow everything in one meal. Like I said, the only reason that I ate that much was because it's like, I'm not going to end up eating dinner, because it was probably about 3:30 by the time I was done cooking and everything, and I was like, okay, this is lunch and dinner, and breakfast was like hardly anything, so I just threw all of my calories into the one meal. If you like, at some point, I'm sure that I could manage to make you chicken fried chicken. It was so good. You know, I think the key to good chicken fried chicken is the seasoning, which is a lot more salt than you would think, because it's a lot of flour. So a lot more salt than you would think. And I I put a significant amount of onion powder in there, and it was really good. And then, so I finished his piece first, but my piece took a bit longer to fry. So I actually ended up double frying his. I fried it once and then it kind of got a little cold, so I heated it up. Like, I put it back in the oil. So that also helped. Piggy! Befriend Piggy. Go home, Piggy. Where do I get the blueberries? Because that's kind of the next thing that I'm like, I need those. What's up there? They're gonna be like, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of nothing. The ladder's broken. Like I said, I'm sure that it can be arranged at some point for me to make you a meal. Go away, robot. Oh, it's interesting. My husband didn't know that I can make gravy from scratch, and I regret him learning that. I don't even know how it came up, but I didn't want to cook something because we didn't have gravy, and then he was like, oh, but I like really want it. I was like, fine. And he's like, I thought we didn't have any packs anymore. And I was like, we didn't. And he's like, well, how'd you make the gravy? I was like, I I know how to make gravy. And so now he's like, oh, can we have like biscuits and gravy? Can we have this and gravy? I'm like, quit asking for gravy. Which dog? Oh, we're in the underground. Okay, well, I don't want to be here. All of my dogs are spazzes. So, Andromeda, her latest and greatest phenomenon. So, I've already whined and complained about how she can jump the fence, but she can't jump back. Well, the problem is now that she will jump the fence, and if Atlas does not sit next to the fence to keep her company, if he runs off, she will wail. And I'm talking about, it sounds like somebody's trying to murder my dog. She will wail and scream. And I'm like, child? I'm like, you're gonna get a busted butt. Like, quit it. But she just freaks out if she's like there completely alone. I was like, you did this to yourself. I'm just like, would you stop being such a heathen? I said, those are my dog problems. I'm like, stop. How do we? I went down. I went down. I legit can't walk down the cliff. Fine then. Small dogs tend to last for a very, very, very long time. Which I'm hoping proves true for Tony, because Tony's, like, all of his hair is starting to go white, and I'm like, but he's my buddy. And I think because he's small, I just see him as younger than he actually is. Because Tony was like 5 or 6 when we got him, and we got him in 2019. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, almost to 24. So he's about 10. He's 10 or 11. And I'm like, but my Tony, my little Tonstito. It makes me very sad. So I'm like, he is getting older. Like I said, his hair's going all white. I'm like, but my tiny little guy. Oh yes, yes, you will. That I do not wish to see that day anytime soon, because I know exactly how devastating that's going to be. 13 day. Just an old lady. But seriously though, like they tend to last for a very, very, very long time. The smaller the dog, so long as they're not like purebreds don't last as long, but so long as they're mixed breed, they tend to last for a very long time. Okay, I don't think... I know that there's a way up higher, but that's not it. I mean, if you think about the mutt from when we were kids, you know, it's 18 years. She was big. Which, okay, now that I think about it, now that I look back, I am like 100% sure she was some type of border collie, because she and Mimi have the exact same body type. Like, their hair color is different, but they have the exact same body type. Down to the way that they mat. But I'm like, she looks so much like a border collie. Okay, but once again, mixed breeds do a lot better and have longer lifespans. Unless there's something like actively wrong with them. So, for me and Andrew, I didn't know Andrew had acute kidney failure. I did not know that. It came on within like a week. Like, he only started showing symptoms like very, very quickly, and so I did not know. And, you know, when he passed, it was completely unexpected. So, but other than that, like, he was a very healthy dog until that point. But, and you guys are really good with your animals, so, you know, you'll catch if something's wrong. But no, mixed breeds last a very long time. And it's because purebreds tend to get, well, honestly, they're inbred. Because if you only have X amount of, you know, if you only have X amount of, like, golden retrievers or whatnot, or we'll do even a more niche one, like bulldogs. Bulldogs have been so overbred, and the genetic pool is not that deep. So you end up with a lot of defects and a lot of health problems because, you know, there's just not enough diversity to keep them purebred without, you know, some cousins getting in the mix. But when you get mutts tend to not have as many problems. Their mixed genetics negate all the bad things usually about specific breeds. So, like, German Shepherds tend to get hip dysplasia because they are bred to be lower, like, they're if you look at their back, they're not straight across, they're slanted down towards their hindquarters, so they tend to have hip dysplasia because their hips are uneven. And then, the one that devastates me the most, because I want one so bad, but the Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, they have a lot of respiratory issues and kidney issues. And I'm like, but they're so cute. I want one, but part of owning dogs is being responsible, like, reliably sourcing dogs that, you know, people have specifically kept their genetics in mind. But that would be my dream dog someday, is a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, because they're just so stinking cute. But, like I said, they have a lot of health issues, so it's not exactly reasonable to want to own one. I did tell Hubs, though, like, after these dogs, I have 4 dogs. After these dogs are gone, I don't think I want any more dogs. I don't want to sign myself up for this more times. Okay, why is this... Why for are you being such a pain? This, like, one pile of trash is just, like, not wanting to go. See, and that's the hard part, because we adopted Tony from this lady who rescued him, so we have absolutely no idea how old he is. It was her guess that he was 5 or 6. He could be way older. He could be way younger. We have no idea. I think that's the hard part with adoption, is, like, you just don't know. Andromeda, they are fairly certain that she was 2 months old when she came in, because she was still a puppy, so we've watched her actually grow from a puppy, so it's not as unknown with her, but we still don't know exactly when she was born. But they believe she was born sometime in March of 2019. But yeah, no, she was a rescue. So no idea, no say. Atlas. Atlas we actually have a better understanding because he had medical records. Because his previous owner actually took him, I think it was on his microchip. But yeah, he actually had a medical record. And I think he was like a year old when we got him. And we got him back in 22? Because at the beginning of this year, we had him for a year. So, yeah, we got him at the beginning of 22. I still remember when you got Gus. And he was definitely not the type of dog that you guys thought he was. Or were told he was. What did they say that he was? Oh, I didn't want to go in. The only thing is when you go to your house, he's just like assaulting you with cuddles. I'm like, Gus, like go away. I'm like, Gusserson, like leave me alone. Atlas thinks that he's a lapdog. Like, that's 85 pounds of Pitbull. He's heavy. He's a chunky boy. Like, Atlas, could you not crush Mom's lap, please? And it's funny, when you're outside, if you are not actively paying attention to him, if you sit down, he will come and, like, aggressively shove his head under your arm. Because he's like, you cannot ignore me. He's like, I am a force to be reckoned with. You can't ignore me. I'm like, oh my gosh, could you stop? I love him to pieces, but man. He's like, love me! Love me now! I'm like, go away! Pain in the butt. Who, Atlas? I don't know. I don't know. He's a very sweet boy. When my mom was coming around with her busted up foot when she was on crutches, they were actually like really good. They didn't jump. They were actually being very well behaved. And I think it's because they knew that she was in pain. Although they're very good at knowing when you're in pain, or like if I'm sad, Atlas is really good at sensing that, and he's usually very gentle with me if I'm like really sad. He just comes and he'll like bop his head against my leg, just like, Mom, why are you sad? I'm like, it's okay, Pigpen. That is his latest nickname, is Pigpen. He's Pig, Piggy, Pig Shark, him's Pigginess, and now he is Pigpen. He's so messy. Like, in his kennel, so his hips have been hurting him because he doesn't have a bed in his kennel, but he doesn't have a bed in his kennel because he eats it. So I was like, I'm not spending $20 like every couple weeks to get him just like, even the cheap beds. Cheap beds are expensive for dogs. So we've been giving him like towels and stuff for bedding. Well, what does little hooligan do? He eats them. He tears them to shreds. And I'm just looking at him and like his kennel's a mess. It's just confetti. It's just towel confetti. So yeah, I've been calling him Pigpen because he's a mess. And it's funny because he's Pitbull. He's got his long tail, and I'll be sitting there and I'll go into the garage. Oh, we were coming back from the store, and I was there. I was like, oh, him's Pigness, and I was sitting there just playing with him. And Hubs was like, oh, well, that's nice. What am I, chopped liver? And so I stopped saying anything to Atlas. Atlas kind of walked over to him in his kennel and was just like, oh, hi, Dad. And then as soon as I say something, he goes, oh, it's Mom. I'm like, ha. I'm like, he loves me. He loves me more. And it was funny because Hubs was like, the only reason they love you more is because you feed them. And I was like, I got mad at him because Rom was yelling and just being a jerk. And I was like, would you go and, like, do something? And he was just like, well, I don't want her to be mad at me. Because he is not the disciplinarian. I am. And, like, I don't go easy on them. I'm mean. And he's just like, well, I don't want her to be mad at me. I was like, okay, I'm the only one who ever doles out discipline, and they all love me. He's like, well, it's because you feed them. I was like, even on the days that he feeds them, like, he can go in there and talk to the dogs and just be like, oh, hey, you know, and they'll love on him and whatnot. But no, if it's Mom gets all the love and attention. I'm like, just face it. I'm like, I see them more, the pups love me. But yeah, I'm like, no, I'm the only one who disciplines, they still love me. So, yeah, Rom's a pain in the butt. What is that? An egg and a balloon hat. Okay. Random things to be finding in chests. I've been playing a lot of Fallout on my own, and I forgot just how random the things you find in the chests are. I'm like, oh, okay. Why is this mud crab holding a golden watch? Or, you know, why does this, or not mud crab, the Mirelurks, or why does this enemy have, you know, a typewriter? I'm like, I don't know. It's random. Oh, it's a pig. Hello, pig. Befriend the pig. No, I'm out of honey. Oh, tragedy. I cannot befriend a pig. Oh, that's sad. This is a sadness. Okay, making my way downtown. Get out of the way. Because there's a dude over here that I need to talk to, but he's buried in the trash. You know, I just imagined, like, sitting there using this drill and all of a sudden, like, accidentally, like, poking the person who I'm supposed to be finding. Be like, oh, oops. Sorry. Because I'm like, he's literally just like hidden somewhere. I think he's over here. Ah, there he is. Yeah, just accidentally just like, oh, sorry for the poke. But I want blueberries. When do I get those seeds? And ducks! I want ducks! Hello, chicken. More chickens. We just cleaned the garbage. This process. If it wouldn't bug my OCD, I would just run away and just not deal with this. But unfortunately, I have OCD and I need this garbage to actually do things. But I am quite hungry and I'm trying to decide what to have for breakfast. Okay. What is it, Ellen? Go to the shop. I don't... Why are you over here if you're useless? Okay. Oh, it's like a little balloon hat. It's a little dinosaur. Okay, we have tulip seeds, eggplant. And none of those look anything like blueberries. I thought for sure he would have a mission. I'm like 99% sure he was supposed to have a mission. go talk to him again, because I'm pretty sure. You have nothing for me? Really? Then somebody's supposed to give me a mission to clear out these thingies. But who? I just swore it was him. I don't know. Do I need to go talk to that guy at the beginning? Because this area is cleared out. Maybe I need to open this? Oh my gosh, there's more garbage. Oh my gosh. So much garbage. Ay. Okay. Okay, let's just start there. I have a very vague memory of the map. Daisy seeds. I don't need daisy seeds. I don't even know what the flowers do, because you have to have the fruits and the vegetables and stuff to actually, like, buy blueprints and stuff. But I don't know what purpose the flowers serve. My inventory is full, of course it is. So that would take me down, but I don't want to go down yet. Like I said, who is supposed to give me that mission? Because I don't want to go down there yet. Or who knows, maybe I do. I don't know. No, I get the seeds. I get the seeds from the piles and stuff, and then I have to go plant the seeds and then grow the veggies. Also, hello, Eris. It's been a while. Okay, let's see. Rudy, do you have anything for me now? Good lord, sir. Useless. What is it with... He has the little quest dealy bobber. I feel like that's me and a lot of my friends. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I miss you guys. I'm like, the time difference. It's like with Alex. Time differences is a big thing. I had a pen pal for a while, and she was from Germany, and so I actually had my phone on the world clock. I had it set to her time, so that I knew what time it was. I was like, oh look, it's so-and-so time. Because I think she was like 8 hours? 8 or 9 hours difference. Yeah. Oh, there's a pig on top of the hill. The heck? Where'd that pig come from? Yeah, Okay, and also, so for the D&D live stream, we have people who are in Europe. I think it's 2 of them. Which, okay, I had the longest conversation. I'm talking like 3.5-hour conversation with audio about like character backstory, coming up with a potential group name, as long as everybody likes it, like logos, all sorts of stuff, and I am so excited! I am like really, really excited for that. I fixed your house. Okay, get wood and house parts. Okay. How do we solve our problem? Toxic fumes. Oh, okay, it was him! Okay. Quest complete. Okay, so now I have to go find Rudy. Which I already found Rudy. So now I need to go be like, hey, look, I found him! But yeah, I am really, really excited for that. I hope that everybody likes it. We're for sure going to do once a month, if not twice. We're still trying to figure out if it's going to be like strictly every 2 weeks, or if it's going to be like the 15th and the 30th, or like something like that, or like the first and second set. Like, we're trying to figure it out. But yeah, I was telling her about my character and the backstory, and she figured a lot of things out about how she wants the story to go, because she's going to be our DM. I am so excited. You know, I never thought I would be into D&D, but then I'm like, I'm a writer. I'm a writer who loves backstory. Like, that was kind of a no-brainer. Like, I should have really anticipated just, you know, really loving it. I'm like, yeah. But I'm so excited. I hope that you guys are looking forward to it. I think we're starting, if we can get everyone to agree on a time, I want to say we should be starting in January. So I'm like, I'm so excited. I will be posting it on my YouTube channel just like I would a regular stream. There is talk about potentially starting a YouTube channel just for our live streams, but then we'd have to figure out who's live streaming, who wants to upload. There's a lot to figure out there, but I am super stoked about it for one. And this character's backstory is not as dramatic as my other one, so we're good. I'm not going to traumatize anybody. Oh look, we found Rudy. It's not like I didn't already see you. Frank, the architect, told me you may know how to get rid of toxic fumes. Yada yada yada. They are nasty, aren't they? The same mine shafts. Yep. What is your plan? A what? The Bulbulator. It's as great as the name suggests. It's truly a magical device that allows you to remove all fumes you might come across. A handy thing, especially with the pollution all around this place. Your grandfather is a true genius, you know. Anyway, just try to figure it out yourself if you don't believe me. Make a proper mini Bulbulator. From recovered parts. Okay. Okay, I found Rudy. I have 5 of 7? Oh no, I have all the parts. Ow. Yeah, I only got into it this year. And I've only done a couple sessions. But, so my whole thing is, since I don't know what I'm doing really, it's always built into my backstory why I'm X kind of character who doesn't know what they're doing. Rudy, how am I supposed to do this? Do I not have the inventory space for the... No, I have an open inventory space. Do I have to make it? Quests. No, not that one. No, not Viva Napoleon. Okay. Oh, I have to use water. Okay. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I only got into it this year, and I've done very few sessions. So yeah, my character that I'm doing, like, the one with the uber dramatic backstory, she's an elf druid who doesn't know how to druid because of her backstory. So it's like all of my characters are such and such that don't know how to be such and such. Without too many spoilers, my character for the upcoming one, she is a wizard who doesn't know how to wizard. So, yep, that's how I do. And it's because I don't know the mechanics of the game. So I've built it into the backstory why I need help learning how to do certain things. Which to me was the only way that I could actually get through the game. And like make it make sense and not try to be as not annoying as possible. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. It'll be on the weekends. And like I said, it will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. So if anybody wants to catch it later, they will be able to. Yeah, and I've been trying to do like research on my own, and like I've been trying to kind of understand it a little better, but yeah, it's a balance, and you know, like there are certain things that I'll just like I'll DM audio and be like, hey, by the way, how do I do this? Also, I don't have a character that, at least Mashai, she's not very combat forward, so it's kind of easier to get away with things with her because mostly it's just she doesn't talk really. It's like one-word sentences, and you know, it's pretty easy to get around with her. That is what I have heard, and honestly, I think I need to go back and change my character and add Fireball because I'm like, okay, this is not good. Although the spells that I picked really do kind of fit her, but I feel like there's some of them that I could take off because I think we're starting at level 5. So I should be able to get some decent spells. Because it's easier to start with established characters who aren't having to like claw their way through everything. And especially that way it already feels like you have an established character. It makes more sense from, like, especially because we're starting as, like, a new group. If you start from the very, very beginning, it's hard to make it seem a little cohesive. Also, if you have a character, like, so my character, she's a wizard, and it's like, if you have a character who's already had, you know, their own story, and now they're all coming together to have a story, it would make sense for them to be at least a little bit experienced. Because I see level 1 as starting like, oh, I've just discovered that I'm X, or I've just become, this. So then it's like, okay, now we're starting like way, way back. Well, I mean, that's just where we're at. I don't know, my inventory's full. What are those, potato seeds? Ask. I should actually probably go back to the house. Because my inventory is very, very full. We'll cheat, we'll save and go home. Ha! Okay. I guess I go put some hats on some chickens. Let's put this away first. Pumpkin. Didn't I have... Oh, I was like, I had bell pepper seeds. Lettuce. Also, part of it is just going with the DM. What the DM decides. What's with the flowers? I don't need flowers. Okay. Looks good. So many plot spots. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. Garbage. It was hilarious. I was talking to Hubs, and we were watching videos yesterday about like the new games that are coming out on the different consoles. Okay, so we're watching this video, and it was, which one did we start with? We started with the ones that were announced at the Game Awards, and so we're watching, and we're like, oh, like that seems cool, all is well. And then we get to one, and it was the PlayStation exclusives, and I was watching because I'm mostly a PlayStation person, and so we're sitting there watching, and I'm like, there's like nothing like super great coming out, and then we start watching the Xbox one. The Xbox exclusives. So we're sitting there watching, and this really pretty landscape comes across, and I start hearing a very familiar tune. And I screamed at the top of my lungs some very choice words about Bethesda and Microsoft. And I was like, no! And he's like, what? I was like, it's the Elder Scrolls 6! And I'm like literally screaming. And he's like, oh my gosh. He's like, are you okay? I was like, I'm not okay. I was like, I have been waiting for this to come out. And now it's just an Xbox exclusive. Oh, I was so mad. So mad. Oh, those are supposed to be for pigs. Okay. But yeah, like legit screaming at the TV. I'm like, oh. And then there was another one. There was two of them. The other one. So we're listening, and oh my gosh, this, like the ad for it was hilarious. It was like super self-aware and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, this is hilarious. Yeah, no. I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, no. And the joke at the end was like, yeah, and they only have one thing finished in development. And they show it was, oh gosh, which company's logo is it? Anywho, it was from the Outer Worlds, and they announced the Outer Worlds 2. I was like, no! I was like, why? I was like, I love the Outer Worlds, and now I can't freaking play it! I was very perturbed. And, okay, the whole reason that I can't play is because I don't like the Xbox controller setup. It's just, it's one of those things. My brain's like, we don't like this. This is bad. And I don't like the asymmetrical analog sticks. So I've pretty much just like ruined playing the game for myself because I can't deal with the stupid controller. And Hubs is like, well, he's like, why did you just play it? I'm like, no! I'm like, it feels bad. It doesn't feel right. So now I'm like, okay, either I have to train my brain to just get over it and start using and it's the right hand. The right hand, the analog stick is too far over and I just, I don't like it. But I'm like, if I want to play these games. Starfield was the same way. I was so incredibly upset that Starfield came out. It's freaking Bethesda. Bethesda's owned by Microsoft now and I hate it. Like, just be on the PlayStation. Everyone likes the PlayStation. Come on. Hello, pig. Balloons on a pig? Oh! 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 Are you gonna come down? Pig? Pig! What do I do with the pig? Uh-oh. Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh, look at that! He fell gently to the ground. Okay, okay. I was a heckin' concern for my pigs. They're fine. They're fine. Here, come on, come on, come on. Balloons on a pig! I was just really worried that it wasn't going to come down. So, do they all get the rabbit ears? I'm curious. The pigs are so cute. They just jump around and they're all happy. Oh, that one's got a cowboy hat. What do you have? Oh, it's a little flower hat. Oh, how cute. My thing is, okay, so my thing is I started with Bethesda games. So I didn't get into console gaming until I was a lot older. I was like in my 20s. I think I was 20 when I first got into console gaming. It's all I knew. Audio was the one who convinced me to go PlayStation. She's like, I think you'd like the games and the stories better. So I'm like, okay, like I'll go the PlayStation route. And now I'm spoiled for other games because my first game that I ever had was Skyrim. Started with Skyrim, absolutely fell in love with it. Like, that was my jam for the longest time. I played it for like a year straight. And so I fell in love with open world games. Open world games where I can do pretty much whatever the frick I want. And also games that are tied to a story, but not so tied that you can't do anything else. So me, I love that even if you finish, quote unquote, finish the game, Skyrim and Fallout, both, Fallout 4, you finish the game, but you're still there. You can still keep doing things. Also, base building. I adore base building. Fallout 4. I actually have one episode on my YouTube channel that's just me going through like my settlements and stuff. I adore base building. And so the combination of RPG, open world, base building, stuff like that. Not many companies offer that. And it's something that I truly enjoy. So, a lot of the times, and did Obsidian put out the Outer Worlds? I think it was Obsidian. You know, great story and whatnot. Limited open world. I loved the feel of it. It was a pretty cool game. But it still just didn't quite scratch the itch that I was hoping. So, I keep going back to games like Fallout 4 and Skyrim because that's just what I like. It's what I'm used to. I like the level of like customizable, the level of customization that you can do. Okay, but I had the best time with it though. And I'm not looking for, you know, just like the absolute most amazing thing that ever happened. Like, you know, it has its quirks, it has its ups, it has its downs, but I really like it. I think that's the reason, like, I like The Forest. I like The Forest, and the second one is kind of a miss for me, but, you know, I like those games. Base building, really wonky and stuff, but just there's something about it that just really gets me and that I just like really enjoy. Befriend a pig. But yeah, I'm not looking for, you know, absolute masterpiece. Every single game, no matter what you're playing, is going to have its issues. But like Fallout 4, Skyrim didn't really have the same level of base building. Like, you could build your manors and stuff, but not... It wasn't quite the same. But with Fallout, there's like so much you can do. And honestly, it kind of makes sense for like the game, because you're not building like these nice, pristine houses or anything. You're building shanties. I built shanty towns. I'm like, you know what? Like, that's as good as it's gonna get, people. I'm building things with spare materials and whatnot. I'm like, deal with it. But, like, to this day, I was playing Fallout last night, sitting in bed. I, like, adjusted the bed to, like, I raised the mattress and stuff, and I'm, like, sitting there just, like, just snuggled into my bed late last night, just sitting there playing. And also, like, the writing... It has a good enough story, and I love roleplay aspect, so it's like, to me, yeah, some of the dialogue's like, oh my gosh, like, really? But other stuff, it's really good. The characters are decently well written, and in comparison to a lot of other games, it's pretty great. But yeah, I'm so picky about my types of games that usually a Bethesda game will, it'll hit the spot. Like that. Might as well grab that. Chicken! Hi, chicken. But yeah, no, I blame audio. Audio is the one who first introduced me to gaming and everything, and I blame her. Cause she's like, oh, I think you'll really like this game. Oh, but boy did I. Like I said, you don't write 100,000 words of a fan fiction just because you kind of sort of like something. Nope, that was pure dedication. I need to get back into it, and it's funny because the more that I actually play Fallout again, the more I want to go back to writing it, because I'm like, oh my gosh, 100,000 words, they hardly, like, went anywhere. I'm like, I still need to get into his quest line. There's, like, I need to get into Curie's quest line. I need so many quest lines, and I just kind of, like, just didn't get there. I dragged things out a little too much, and I was like, ah. Yeah, there's just something. You know, they're not utter masterpieces, but you know, if I want some good just role-playing game, like, look at that. Also, I don't mind the combat systems. I like the weapon systems as well. See, and that's another reason that audio suggested that I go PlayStation, is because I'm not into combat games. Like Call of Duty, stuff like that, like Halo, I'm not into stuff like that. I mean, I've played Call of Duty before. I think the one that I started on was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Well, okay, I think everyone's played The Sims. And you know, hot take, I agree with people when they say that Simmers are not real gamers. And it's like, that's coming from a person who's played, like, a lifelong player of The Sims. It is a whole different beast. Like, life simulators are a whole other thing than regular games. And like I said, that is coming from a place of love, because I have absolutely loved the Sims franchise for years and years and years, but I don't know if I would necessarily consider myself or anybody else who plays Sims like a true gamer. But then again, it is a game, you are playing it, so by the technical definition, yes, they are. Okay, we are going to have to agree to disagree on that, because I truly love Bethesda games. Because, like I said, no other game has managed to give me the same feeling that Bethesda games have. I'm not saying they're amazing or the best, but I've gotten more out of Bethesda games than I have a lot of other games. Like I said, I'm so specific and picky about the games that I play, and Bethesda just seems to, for me, get things right. Okay, let's see. But yeah, there was one game that looked pretty cool, but it was Monster Hunter. I was like, I know for a fact that Monster Hunter games are not my style. So I was like, dang it. Like, that one looked kind of cool, but I can guarantee I'm not, like, gonna super love it. And I try not to buy games that I know for a fact I'm not going to enjoy. Because honestly, it's just wasteful. You were right, Rudy. It works perfectly. Of course it does. I did a great job. Okay, so we need the Great Bulbulator. Okay, so the Fallen Bridge. Okay, so I have the bridge parts, and now I gotta go fix the bridge. Because of course, I'm the protagonist. Okay. Gotta go fix the bridge. That was fast. I know this next area we're getting into is like, This is a big, big mess. I love the little stickers. They look like stickers. Oh boy. Yeah, no, this is an unholy mess. I don't think we're gonna get into this. Especially since... yeah, I've been going for like an hour and a half. I still need to eat breakfast. And clean up stuff. Okay. We're gonna save and go home. I'm going to put away some of these resources, because honestly, I have a little too much going on. Okay, I'm running out of space! Okay, okay, that can go over there. That can go over there. See, now this is a problem. What do I do with that? Too many resources. Okay. Okay, let's put these seeds away. Potato. Carrot. Oh, get there. Oh, seriously, all the seeds we collected? Okay. All the dang batteries. Okay, that's one. What is that? Is that... okay, that is a recycler. Oh boy. How did they have too many recyclers? That's the wrong way. There we go. Okay, processing more. Oh, I need to tell Audio that I want a emote for Love Your Trash. The most random catchphrase that has ever come across on the channel, but yes. I need a sticker or something that has that. Okay, I'm actually going to save these hats, because these look really cute on cows. No, okay. Let's go check the chickens. I'll put the cupcake on one of the chickens. Like, trying to decide what else I want to do today. Might play a bit more Fallout. Oh, I forgot I had the little UFO one. We're gonna put a UFO on a chicken. Okay. There we go. Dropped those off. I always hate when I get the quest items because I'm like, do I need that again? Like, do I really need that? Oh, too many batteries. Okay, well I know that. I know that part. Okay. I think next up is probably making more garden spaces. Yeah, that'll probably be on the list. Okay, but I think for now, that is going to be it for this episode. How do I save? Is it... oh, just like that. Main menu. But thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back later this afternoon. I will actually post the poll right now so that I don't forget, because I forget very easy. Oh, I did post a picture of the cows. Oh, the tiny little cows that were a big old problem. Ow, my back. Come on. Come on, erase. Okay, I have posted the poll. But I will be back this afternoon, but until then, I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their morning / afternoon, and I hope to see you guys then. Bye!